Alright, here's my attempt at making a quick video about the Metadyne thumpers. Little tiny guns, pretty limited run. I want to say they made about 300, 450-ish of them. Push forward, reciprocating barreled pump gun, quotations around pump gun. They're really cool the way they work though. That one's functioning. I have a little project one over here that I could show you. So they are a single piece stock class feed. They're really nice feeds. They use the standard phantom feed gate, whatever you want to call it. This block can come off the front to fully remove your breech. Autococker threaded. They feed through the top. Stock class feed attaches to that screw hole in the front. You can actually pull the barrel forward. Sorry, it's hard to do this with one hand. But you can pull the barrel forward to pump it, feed a ball, pull it back, it'll close. I actually have the spring taken out, so it's not working properly. But pretty standard slide frame. Uses the standard Phantom 45 style grips. One screw holds that in, two screws to hold this to the body. Inside, it's really straightforward single piece plate. I believe it's all actually, yeah, trigger plate's all one single piece. Uses a little spring with a nail. It's literally a nail in the back as the return spring. And then just a really simple safety. Then on the back, you have your actual thumb cocking mechanism, which, pull it out real quick. Usually that spring is inside there as a pump return. Two set screws hold it down to the pump arms. Back section of the body holds your hammer and has a hole drilled through for velocity adjustments, and that's where the thumb cocker will slide through. The hammers, they had an inherent flaw where I believe the originals were aluminum, and as you can see they did not handle hitting the valve very well. On mine the spring is destroyed currently. So another flaw with these is to remove that hammer there is a single pin, so you have to drill through the body to punch that pin out, or in theory you could drill and tap the pin itself to put a set screw in it to pull it out. I don't see it happening. I believe they are hardened steel. Don't quote me on that. But very simple in the way they work. The back piece has this little tab. Put it the right way. So as you go forward, that little tab hooks onto the first roller on the hammer. And as you pull back, rotates the hammer back into position, catches on the sear, releases it, and it swings forward. That then hits the valve. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do this with one hand. Hits the valve on the left, and then air travels from the valve to the spool, which is that top section. It goes back and forth to direct the air out the barrel. The silver plug on the right hand side is your regulator. That's how you adjust the velocity on these. Other issue with these is they were known to overpressurize the regulator and just kind of lock everything up. But I mean, if you just take it apart, lube it up. I haven't had any issues with any of the 5 or 6 I've owned doing that. Another issue, common issue with these, sorry, I'm trying to get you guys in the light. Another common issue with these is the spools were machined off-center slightly, so they would, while you're shooting them, that spool moves back and forth, and if it was one of the ones that is off-center, it will kind of kink up and not move smoothly, which jams up and it'll just dump all your air out the barrel. Nifty little design. I feel like some more quality control and some user-friendly adjustments, such as making this a set screw, or you know, just going straight to a steel hammer. I get why they went with aluminum. It's lighter, cheaper, probably. Don't quote me on that, but they're cool when they work. Like I said, probably smallest pump you'll ever see. Here's a standard autococker for comparison. As you can tell, it's also set up for stock class, but much smaller profile. There we go, like that. There you go.